I just left Anita and the girls and Adam on the beach at Sarapita, and I've come to Flor de Sal, Es Trenc, which is the next beach along. I'm not actually on the beach though, I'm at the Flor de Sal, the flower of salt. And come here particularly because I've been talking to my students this week about how salt has been extracted, and we've been looking at some experiments in the laboratory. But I thought I'd come here and make a little video for the students, just to show how it's done on a really large scale. When I say that the salt is extracted on a big scale, you can see that the mountains of salt here have been extracted from the salt pans, and the salt pans are in the distance there. They're flooded with the seawater, and the seawater is allowed to evaporate, and that leaves behind the salt. And the salt's been a little bit decolored changed in colour on the surface, but underneath you can see the white colour of the sand, of the salt, of the nice pure crystals. And where I've actually parked the car, there's a little shop, a little cafe, and it's a place where you can buy samples of the salt, or salt, and I guess it's got some special properties because it's from Mallorca. In the distance over there you can see the salt pans full of water, full of seawater, and the breeze, the sunshine's doing its job. It's evaporating the water, and it will leave the salt behind, and eventually when it's dry the bulldozers will come in, the tractors will come in, and they will harvest the salt which has just been evaporated. Apparently this place was closed down for quite a long time, and it's only in recent years that it's opened up again. It seems to be doing an interesting trade. So these are the salt pans, and they're just like little lakes. They won't be very deep, and they get flooded with the water that comes in from the sea, and the evaporation just is completely natural. They're divided up into smaller pans so that they can be harvested as and when they're ready. Each one looks to be about the size, maybe even bigger than a football pitch. In fact, definitely bigger than a football pitch. So there's lots of them here, and even more as we go towards the sea. Just hearing a few bangs in the distance. I think someone's hunting. And there's a tractor which is used, part of the harvesting. Because of the salt, the salinity here, there's such a lot of salt, it is corrosive, and things, iron things, steel things, tend to go rusty very quickly. And what I am noticing, there are some boards where you can actually see, or it looks as though there's boards of explanation, so maybe at some other different times of the year you can actually walk around this area. It is in an area, a nature reserve, so there's a lot of nature around here. Lots of different birds come here, so a very interesting place to visit. Interesting. It looks as though the salt pans are actually, the old ones anyway, there's some walls which are made out of the Morays sandstone that they use for building houses here. That would just be dug out of the ground and cut out of the ground using a saw. You can perhaps get an idea of how big the salt pans are, and they go off into the distance. Thanks for watching. It's just a short little video, something I found interesting, and I hope the students find interesting when I give a little bit of an explanation to them next week. Bye for now, see you in the next video. Bye.